Thanks again for staying with us on the program TMI Monday. Well, exactly about a week and a day today, UWELU Motor Spare Parts Market was got by fire, a section of it actually, and property worth millions of naira, some say billions of naira, actually destroyed. Those affected are in pains and in agony. Today on the show, we have the aftermath of the fire incident, picking the bits and pieces together, what's happening right now. We know Edo State government, the governor visited the market and build the hopes and the confidence of the traders there, and then of course set up an investigative panel to look at the immediate and remote causes of that incident. But I've also complained about the need to look at the environmental implications of what transpired in the market. Today, we have with us in the studio the chairman, UWELU Market Association, Ibie Osaitin Augustine. Many thanks for joining us on the program,
it's
Augustine.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much for
coming.
I'm
glad to be here.
Okay. This incident happened at about what time? Let's start off from there.
At about 11 to 12 a.m. midnight on Monday morning, which was on the 12th of August, I got a distress call after the normal routine of our opening the market 8 o'clock in the morning. They will close by 6. Then every member will have to leave the market. Then I, as the chairman, will have to stay behind to wait to hand over the market to the security outfit. So the same thing played out that day. I waited him, but after 7 before I left. But got in while relaxing, I got a call that there's fire in the market. So I had to call the security immediately. And the security were able to tell me that the market, they told me that the fire was not directly inside the market, that it is at the lay, which is called Ovia Way, close, that is behind the market, that they were burning a debris over there. I said, no, the distress call told me that the fire is in the market, that he should check. So within a minute, I was hearing him trekking because I was hearing the sound of his footsteps.
It was running or something?
Yes, it was something running. So after hearing the sound of the footsteps, the next thing I heard from him was a shout that, chairman, na your line they burn, call fire brigade, na your line the fire day. So that was when I hung on him and I decided to start making effort to make calls. The first thing that occurred to me was to see how I'll be able to call people that can be heard and they will respond to us quickly. I quickly also placed a call while trying to call the fire service. I also made a call to our brother and ITV Manaranta, F.A. Osafova, who I felt when the voice will be heard, the fire service will respond as well. And I was also calling my colleague to join me in calling the fire service.
Okay. The fire service, did they eventually come?
Yes, of course, but their coming was a little bit late because I got there myself while the fire was not as wide as it has done damages. It was not much when I got there. So we're calling, but they didn't come on time. But eventually they came, and who came first was Uniben Fire Service that responded first. But surprisingly, I never made any effort to call the S&T Fire Service. But I was surprised to see
they too came.
Yeah, they came. They came and they did a lot to combat the fire from escalating beyond the extent it went. They did a lot also.
Okay, now you said that usually you close by 7 p.m. and then you hand over to the security agencies. I mean, the security put in place by the market leadership to secure the market. And that when you made a call that you were told there was a fire incident, you were told that it wasn't in the market. It was happening at a lane close to the market. But as events went on, it was obvious that this was actually happening at the market. Would you say the security arrangement in the market was breached for this kind of incident to take place?
Yes, we fought the security outfits for their absent-mindedness. One, I had wanted to conclude that they were not in the market, if not for the information that I got from him that was very swift and quick to my distress call to him. That makes me to understand they were inside the market, but were absent-minded in their duty.
In their duties?
Yes, in their duty, which shows that they were not security conscious. Because I, as a chairman, the reasons I stay that long is because the market is in my custody. So I have to ensure that what is in my custody must be safe in my tenure. So as we also contract the security service to them, they should be sure that it is also safe and take it as a personal. But they never did in this case. That is my conclusion.
Okay, let's look at it. Were you personally affected by this fire incident?
Yes, I'm personally affected. 2 of my shops were affected by the inferno.
What is happening in the market? I mean, I know that many of our colleagues have been there. First, we had one of our reporters, went there. You saw her, and then Wasunu was also there. What is going on now with the traders affected, their shops, and all of that? What is happening now?
The aftermath of the he-fated day is that on that fateful day, the councillor representing the ward was with us, Honorable IK, at about 12 a.m., 1 a.m. to about 10, 11 the next day. He stayed with us, and we were reasoning on how to move forward. Then at about 5 a.m. in the morning, the local government vice chairman, Honorable Yeketin, was also with us. And in the morning, the local government chairman herself, Honorable Ogbomudia, was also with us. And all this, we were putting our heads together on way forward. And surprisingly, too, the Honorable Commissioner for Job Creation came the very next day to sympathize with us and to also shout way forward. And we were told that the governor was not in town. But we were shocked that the governor arrived at about that moment. We were still talking on way forward. And the governor himself told us that he will come to our aid, and he set up a committee, which I know is already in place. And we were also advised to have input in the committee to have a representative there, which we have done. We have to send the representative based on ethnic groups there. We have the Benins represented, the Ishans and the Igbos represented in the committee. And the committee has since been meeting. I'm not a member of the committee, and that is so far, but we'll be hearing promises. And we will also be glad to say that somebody like Honorable Ogbedeyama also visited us. We were shocked, most shocked, because I thought that representative is based on constituency. But that man showed, the Honorable showed, that it is not about constituency, that to facilitate with people that are aggrieved or are in bad situation goes beyond the boundaries of constituency. So I am most pleased. But all this has been talking, and we are still talking. Okay.
Now, how many shops collectively were raised by the inferno?
This issues I can liken it to be an issue of mitigation, because the governor has set up a committee who will verify and bring out the actual. But me as a chairman, if I have nothing to say about it, it will show like I'm not on ground. I think I'll be able to tell you vividly that the shops affected are within 80-something shops.
Over 80 shops?
Yes, over
affected.
Yes, not up to 90 shops.
Okay, now I saw just now, I mean, a lot of people putting their hands on their head, obviously in despair over what has happened. Quickly, can you tell us what your members are doing? I mean, those in the market that lost their shops to the fire, what are they doing? How are they doing right now?
I think I can really say that I know much about what they are feeling and what they are doing, because I am directly affected. What I'm feeling, they are feeling also. And some of them are even feeling more, because some of them stock their shop more than mine. That I can say vividly. Being a chairman doesn't make me the richest, either in stocks or in cash in that market. There are people that are also richer and bigger than me in that market. I'm only privileged to be their chairman. So they are feeling really bad, devastated. And the issue is frustrating based on the fact that even the economy has been telling on us, because we have not been having patronage because of rain and the terrain of the roads that links the market, we have lost a lot of patronage over time. And at that we still make effort to ensure that we are there, because we have no other thing doing. And again, I must tell you that that market is having nothing less than about 400 or more masters, and our boys, there's hardly any master that doesn't have 2 boys that is training as apprentice. So we're having about 800, which means that about 1,000 something people are there that has been taken off the street. As it is now, our fear is these people, especially our boys, while the master are thinking on how to bounce back, the boys may be thinking alternative, with the fear that they are not sure their masters will ever bounce back, to start thinking of doing things that may be detrimental to the society, which may be risk to you and I in the society. So we are pleading that whatever is to be done should be done quickly, so that we can bounce back and retrieve the boys from the street again and reoccupy them in the market there.
All right, so I understand that it wasn't the entire market, because you said a while ago it's your line that was affected. So which means the other section of the market is still functional.
Yes.
But those have been affected. Are we saying that they can't even sell or do anything right now with what has happened?
The first thing is that they have no base there.
Okay.
They leave their home. Usually when we come, we will enter our shops, but there is no shop to enter now. So when they come, they start walking around and just gathering in groups and clusters and listening to whatever anybody is saying. I think that's like Amwebo. That's what they are doing right now.
Okay.
Wanting to hear good news on every day. I'm sure when they go to bed, the only prayer they pray now is, God, let me wake up and see that something good starts happening the next day. They have nothing to say. They have no shop to go.
All right, but this market has had this history of fire incident. Is this the first time?
This is not the first time, actually.
Okay.
I think, to my knowledge, I have seen it happening. I'm witnessing the third one. That is happening, yes, in my tenure now. But they have not been as grievous as this one, because the other ones used to happen in the afternoon. And so we are able to fight the fire. You know, when fire comes, your hand becomes an iron hand. So we have done that, so ensure that it has not escalated, because it is day. But this one caught us in the night, and that's why it went this far.
You said a while ago that business has been very low in the area. What are the factors that are leading to low patronage in the market, and how do you think that, what do you think can be done to address them?
Low patronage started from a low availability of parts. Because of a truth, UWELU market, the biggest in South Nigeria, has fed all over Nigeria in terms of stocks, because whenever you need anything, if you get there, you cannot go empty-handed. It will only be a choice of either you are able to pay for the price or you don't like. That is the only reason you will leave.
Okay.
It's not that you will not see whatever you are looking for. So we used to be like that. But over time, we have been having a problem of goods not coming directly into Benin from Europe, because they have been complaining of custom problems, that whenever they clear their goods at Lagos, at Papa Wharf, and coming over to Benin, that they always encounter problem at a Kadolo custom stand there. So if they clear goods of 300,000, they will have to reclear. There has been the complaint, and so they stop bringing goods directly to Benin. So what we do is that we go to Lagos, and it's not all of us that is able, that has the capacity to travel to Lagos to buy. Only those with that weight do go to Lagos, they bring parts, and this reduce the stocking of the market. Okay. That one also brought on low patronage. Yes, low patronage. Another thing that have militated against the market is the issue of the road which links the market. The road has not been good, has not been favorable to us. Over years, UWELU Road has been a song in the mouth of so many people, but to our surprise, no attention has been given to it, but we'll be hearing promises that they will soon do it. That aside also. So, so many other things, like our customers now, they're springing up of other motor spare parts in other areas. Like we have our sister market, Evaike, who used to depend on only new parts. but they have decided now to sell second-hand and Belgium because they now see that instead of customer coming through our bad roads, they decided to ask them if they had those parts. Okay. So they now went into stocking some of our Belgian parts, and we have Igun over there. And also, there are some street shops that are springing up also. At the time, there were nothing like that. They were concentrated in UWELU and Ibaike, but right about now, landlords are turning their shops that tailors used to occupy to motor parts shops.
Interesting, interesting. Well, I've been talking with Ibia Augustine Osaitin, the chairman UWELU Motor Spare Parts Market. Of course, today makes it 1 week and a day that the market was gutted by fire and properties were destroyed, particularly stocks for sale, spare parts stocks for sales were destroyed. But thank God no life was lost in that incident. That's the most important thing. We can replace the stocks, replace the parts lost, we can rebuild the building, the structures there, but you can't replace life, isn't it?
Yes, this is the joy we have, that we didn't lose any life today, fellow. And it has always been my talking point to our members that they should cool down, that surely our governor, the way I've been seeing him react to other matters within the state, that ours will not be different.
What plans do you have, particularly against the background that you have indicted the security guys in the market? What plans do you have in that direction?
We are already talking. We're also meeting, just as committees has been set up in the state level. So we also have an internal committee set up by me to look into possibilities of maybe the security outfits, but some of us were quick to tell me that maybe we got the cheap security outfits. That is why they are not that conscious. Maybe the money they receive, their take home, may not be encouraging enough. So we are trying to, the committee will do that for me, because if I come with that, they will look at it as an opportunity that I want to collect money and put in my pocket. So the committee will have to do that. I will be one of the people that will suggest to them only. And if the committee come out, we will refine it, and the general market, we are agreeing on what to do about the security matter. But right about now, I have decided, myself, I'm in security now. So I join most of the executive and some members to watch the market, even till now.
All right, thank you very much, Chairman UWELU Motor Spare Parts Market. Quite an agonizing moment, I must say, at the market, particularly with the recent fire incident that razed shops, destroyed the stocks of most traders there. But we're glad that the Edo State government, the local government chairman, or the local government chairman, and of course other eminent Edo people have been at the market to empathize with them and then give them hope that there is a bigger, better future right ahead. And we hope that action will be taken to rebuild the market so that those who have that market as a means of livelihood will be sustained and restored back to their jobs.